Good morning everybody. So back at Madness Manor. If you've seen my last few videos, you know I've been on trips away. I've been to Kings Lynn on the ARC to do the battery check test. I've been to London on the Brompton electric for the Kew Garden Brompton London Club group ride and the ride down the Thames looking at the bridges, and I've been to Cambridge on the ARC camping, and also to take the ARC into their facility near Cambridge for service and change of registration into my name for their warranty purposes. ARC service, full service, transfer of warranty into my name at their immaculate facility near Cambridge was 50 quid. And from what I can see of the service, the bike feels totally different, feels much tighter, much nicer, brakes are tighter, more responsive, little bit of plain headset's gone. So yeah, very pleased with the service. It's in my name, warranty's changed. I had an amazing look around their facilities. If you consider an ARC, go to the plant, go and have a look. Amazing, great people. Right, so where did we start? We did the battery test in Kings Lynn on the ARC, and we got 21.6 miles to a full battery of the ARC. I failed up to yet to do a full battery test on the Brompton electric. I've got to sort that out. I'll probably go to Chesterfield, let it run flat, and then jump on the Pronto bus home, or get the Pronto bus to Chesterfield, ride it back home and see how it goes. It's only a 2-speed with a bigger chainring. I don't particularly want to have to ride it far without electrical assist, I've got to say. Take her on the flat. I've done the Thames without electrical assist. Did a ride of 32 miles I think along the Thames with the London Brompton Club earlier in the year, and I had loads of battery left, but I wasn't using the battery for an awful lot of the journey. On the Thames flat you don't need it. Then the ARC went to Cambridge. We had an amazing couple of days in Cambridge riding around. I didn't video. I was with somebody, and I don't compromise their trip by me making videos. But I've been to Cambridge, done some stonking rides around Cambridge on the ARC. It absolutely belted it down with rain one afternoon. Then I say it went into ARC for the service. So conclusions are: lights. For me, lights are a big thing on e-bikes. ARC don't yet have a system, but they are looking into it. You also fit this system to the Molten and the builder bike of their own, which is an absolutely gorgeous twin curved top tube, double curved top tube, beautiful belt driven bike, absolutely gorgeous. Starts at 1500 quid for the basic bike, and I think is 3.2 for the electric version, but it is an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful looking bike. What else can I say? I could tell you which one wins, but one doesn't win. They're both incredibly good at what they do. The Brompton is if you're London, the Brompton suited London. It's got the lights. You need lights on in London to accommodate the blind motorist. You need to be seen in London. For me, the Brompton's this 2-speed, perfect for dashing around London. It's light enough. I'm going to say this: it's not as quite as light as the electric P line, if you've got an electric P line and you know somebody who's got a 2-speed electric, feel the difference. As my second favourite next door neighbour said, he's had one on the bike to work scheme. He said if I'd have paid full price I'd be disappointed. But they don't make the 2-speed anymore, maybe that's the reason. The ARC. You've all seen my videos, you've all joined me on rides, you've seen me go places. You know where I ride in my locality, you know how I ride, you know what the purpose of my rides are. For me, at home, the ARC is a better deal. Mainly because of battery anxiety, I think. Because I know I can do 40 miles with 2 batteries. Or 40 miles, I don't do 40 miles, but I often do 30. Chesterfield's 18 miles. Some of the rides I do are well over 20 miles. Some of the rides I do, I can use either the standard Brompton or the P line, or I can use this. Depends on me. I'm 64 years old with arthritic knees, hips, back. So everything I talk about on these bikes is purely for my appraisal of how they work with my life. But I think you've seen enough videos to see what I do. I'm not going to talk technical because it's irrelevant, other than the fact they go so far on a charge and they cost X number of pounds, and that's all the technicality I'm interested in. You could look at windings, outputs, inputs, revolutions, gearing. You can look at all sorts. You can read it all up on the internet. You'll read it, you understand it, you'll work it out. You don't need me to tell you. I can't anyway. What we got here then? Standard Brompton 3-speed ARC kit. 1700 quid-ish plus bike. Fitted, new. 2-speed Brompton electric. You can't get this model anymore, so you can only get the 6-speed Brompton electric or the P line. And what's the 6-speed? I don't know, 2.7, 2.8, it's from 2.7. With the battery anxiety, this battery locks on, anti-theft. That's easy to nick. Isn't waterproof, and it can't be waterproof in that guise. If you want to waterproof the battery to any degree with the Brompton, you've got to have the bigger bag, which still isn't waterproof in its own right, so you then have to cover it up. I haven't really been out in the rain on it. That absolutely hammered it down in Cambridge, and I'd got the waterproof bag on the front with absolutely no issues. It was ever so windy as well. Actually, I've got a Mountain Warehouse coat on that's got a 4,000 head, I think it has, of waterproof, and I didn't get wet either. It's an old Mountain Warehouse coat, and the usual guys of shorts and or sandals or flip-flops, sandals in Cambridge. So yeah, for my use, personal use from home, I go with the ARC. If you're in London, if you're in a city, particularly London, because of the availability of walking into a store saying this is broke, that's in the UK. I'm going to say no more because I've had a gentleman reach out to me from a company called Nano, who make an e-bike conversion kit for the Brompton. It too uses the 36 volt Bosch drill battery, and the kit starts at, I believe, £800 ish. That's not with the battery or battery charger, but as you all know, I've paid 70 quid for a second-hand good Bosch dual battery and a charger, the desktop charger. I'm looking at getting one myself because it's more compact, and I think on various places on the net it's 43 quid. So that's Nano. They're in Leamington Spa, so another English town, another place where you can walk in and say this isn't working, and I'm sure the conversations I've had, they will be dealt with as swiftly as Brompton and ARC. ARC is spelled ARCC. Look at that on the internet, the website's good. Look at Nano, the website's good. There's a good breakdown of their pricing structure. I'm going to go and try one. I may even buy one, I don't know. It's looking good. Maybe I should just buy one of those as a third option, because I've got the batteries and the charger. Things to do. I've certainly got a bike it can go on. There are two other players which aren't really, I believe, in this league. One is Switch, overseas supply, order, wait, see. I have fitted a Switch kit. I have ridden a Switch kit bike, and guess what? You're pedaling, it takes you down the road with assistance, same as these do. A lot less money. Not as integrated to the bicycle as these two kits are, and again, read up and find out for yourselves. It's all there on the internet. There's no point in me explaining my versions of things. And then there's a new kid on the block soon, later this month, called Easy Rider. Imported kit. Looks like it's going to be available through a third party import company that do other similar sort of e-bike things. Look on the internet, Easy Rider e-bike, draw your own conclusions. I've looked, I've spoken with them. I've yet to see the Brompton folded with the kit fitted, and I think they've only got one picture of the Brompton with the kit on. New kid on the block. That's going to be £550. Remember that figure, because you know things probably change in the very near future. Who knows? But £500 as a starting point for. Right, my GoPro stopped recording, so it's either too warm or too cold, or it's too windy, or it's not windy enough, or it's too light, or it's not light enough, or I've held it steady for too long. I don't know, but the GoPro stopped, so I'm going to connect this video to the one I've just done. Who knows? What I was talking about was money. £550 for the new kid on the block. Who knows what the price of the Switch is, because you start off buying a Switch kit for not a lot of money, and by the time you've doubled it, then you've had to add on shipping and everything else, and I think that actually comes in dearer or a similar sort of price to the Nano. One's where you can knock on the door and say got a problem. The other one is you've read the press, draw your own conclusions. So there's not a lot more to say. Crux of the matter with these two, that's brilliant for London. No, got the lights, no waterproof bag. Gives me grave concerns in the UK weather. That doesn't have lights, not a great issue. Is waterproof. Has a dinky cool controller on the handlebars. It's all done from this. It's held on with a magnet. The later model has a magnet on the back here where you just show it to the unit to unlock it. So I guess, you know, you're going to put that in your pocket anyway, if you leave it anywhere, but without that the rest of it doesn't work, and that's coded to that. So security, but there's no lights, and I feel I need lights, so I've got these little things that I bought on the Cambridge marketplace. So you've seen enough. Draw your own conclusions about these two. Draw your own conclusions about the other two imported kits that are available. Let's find out more about the Nano kit, because that's got to be a serious player to compare with these two, because you've got the same lack of battery anxiety issues using drill batteries, and it's UK's manufacturer. And I think, I mean, they've been in the business for a long time as well. Take your money, take your choice. Beware, a fool and the money are easily parted. There's no fools by these two. I'm sure there's no fools by the Nano kit. I don't know about the other two. They're going to serve a job. I do think neither either the Easy Rider or the Switch people understand the potential locked in the Brompton culture and what these Brompton bikes mean as a lifestyle accessory and a lifestyle